Hey, welcome back. This is Katrina back with another video. In this video, I want to talk about the top companies to teach English online. I have a list of 30 companies and you can view the full list on my website. But for now, I'm just going to pick the first 10 and just talk through those. When I say best companies, I mean companies that are hiring more than one candidate basically, and companies that have a good potential moving forward, companies that people have recommended. That's not to say that there are not other companies out there. So there's lots of companies out there. How do you find them? I usually find them through Tefl.com and Indeed. So if you're looking for a teaching company, then I recommend searching in other places, not just the ones I'm listing here. Here's just a general list of companies that I know people who work for them and who are enjoying them, or who've had some good experiences and they're hiring multiple teachers for the positions. You are an independent contractor for these companies. These are not companies where they take you on as an employee with all the benefits. Teaching English online is a great part-time job, but it can be made full-time. Let's have a look at these different companies. So I'm actually only going to talk about 10 of the companies out of the 30 because we'll be here all day. So I'll just talk about the first 10. And if you're interested in learning more about these companies, you can check out my link in the description below and you can find the full list there. Another thing to note is that these companies change all the time, so the information on this page will become outdated at some stage. Let me know and I will adjust accordingly. Because of course, there's a lot of different things that are happening. I mean, the pandemic happened, the Chinese regulations happened, the whole thing is changing all the time. So let's have a look at the companies anyway. The first one, I sound like a broken record because I talk about it all the time, but Cambly is still hiring as usual, and it's a great company to start off with. There's no interview required. You just do a short introductory video, and if you want to teach kids, you can do a little demo video. So no experience required, no degree required. You don't even need a Tefl certificate to get started. And if you're from a native English speaking country, or like South Africa actually as well, and New Zealand, Australia, Ireland, UK, Canada, US, you can teach at Cambly. So they offer between $10.20 for adults to $13.80 with bonuses if you're teaching children. So it's essentially a 24-hour system. You can log on anytime you want, and it's a great place to get started if you're thinking about teaching online. I've left a link in the description below if you want to sign up for Cambly. The next company I want to talk about is OutSchool. So OutSchool is a great place to offer your own courses. You don't need a Tefl certificate, no degree or experience is required, but OutSchool, you can teach one-on-one or group classes of kids from 3 to 18. So you can teach absolutely anything. The world is your oyster. And some teachers say that our school is saturated, and there are so many students on there, and it really just depends on your offering. Sure, there are lots of teachers, but you need to think about, how can you differentiate yourself, your experience, your qualifications, how do you make it kid friendly, why would a kid want to sign up, and how you can make it interesting. So it's really, you just got to think outside the box for OutSchool, because there are quite a lot of teachers and courses already available. So think about this. Is this something that my child would want to sign up for, or is this something that that a child would be interested in, even if you don't have a child? So there's great money to be made at OutSchool, but again, this will largely depend on your popularity of your courses and the time of the year, because when students are taking exams there are less students. But overall it seems like a great platform. Now OutSchool takes a 30% commission, and I've left a link if you want to sign up and be an OutSchool teacher. Now, if OutSchool is not 100% for you, then you could always try AllSchool. So AllSchool is very similar. You can list your courses in the same way, and they accept native English speakers again. What's different is they actually accept people from Ireland, which OutSchool doesn't accept. No experience required, no degree required, and no Tefl certificate required for AllSchool. But there are a lot of English language learners on AllSchool. So there's a lot of teachers offering TEFL group classes and private one-on-one lessons. What I will say is that if you decide to teach English, a good start if you're only starting to do private lessons is, to get the experience doing one-on-one. When you gain that experience, you could offer like group lessons in teaching English. And you can also offer many others. It's just like OutSchool, you can offer courses in music, history, art, whatever you want really. And again, it's a really flexible platform. You can sign up, set your own hours, set your own schedule, and create your own courses and have students sign up for them. So it's a really cool platform. And also it's less saturated than OutSchool, so there are not very many teachers. At the same time, there are not as many students, but AllSchool takes a much lower commission rate than OutSchool. So while OutSchool is about 30% commission rate, I think AllSchool is only taking about 15%. It was for new teachers. Now it might be going up soon, but it was 15% for new teachers, and it could go up to 20%. I'm not really sure, but at the moment I think it's pretty low, and they don't plan on going up to a very high rate of commission, so that's a good thing. Here you can apply to AllSchool. I'll leave it in the description. Before we continue, I want to recommend some Tefl certification if you don't have Tefl certification already. And the reason I recommend this is so it will help you know how to teach the English language essentially, and you can command a higher pay rate when you become qualified to teach the English language. There are two courses. One is the International Open Academy's TEFL course, and that's this one here. So I have a discount with the International Open Academy, and they are good. I recommend them for, part-time teaching roles. A lot of teachers got on the International Open Academy train when they were teaching with Palfish, Google Kid, Magic Ears, VIP Kid, all of those. So they were great because it was a quick course, and you could get in and start teaching like as soon as possible, and that's what it was great for. If you're thinking about doing this for the long term and you want to really learn how to teach abroad and teach online, and you want to command the highest pay rates, then I highly recommend the Tefl Academy. They offer level 6 courses, which is the equivalent of a diploma or a CELTA. It will definitely give you more confidence in teaching. So I'll leave a link in the description below. If you're interested in getting a Tefl course, you can add it to the teaching companies online, and it can give you an added boost of credibility on your profile. And a lot of companies, while you're teaching English, require or prefer teachers who have this, so it can help you stand out in a competitive environment essentially. The next company I want to recommend is Lingoways, and a lot of teachers have noted that it is hard to pass this interview, so be very careful with this one. There is a Facebook group called ESL Diversified, so you could ask for tips there or mentorship to help you pass the interview process. So Lingoways accepts native English speakers from US, Canada, Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, UK, all of those. They require some teaching experience. So when you see that companies are looking for teaching experience, always think of, even if you don't have direct teaching experience, you could think of any time that you've been tutoring or mentoring or coaching. Maybe you've been part of some kind of customer service or some kind of team where you're interacting with others, and that's always good to show that you have some experience leading others. A degree is required and Tefl certification is required. So people are quite happy with Lingoways. They pay from $14 per hour to $20 per hour. So it starts at $7 for a 25-minute class, and then if the students do their homework, you get like a $3 bonus or something. They've only recently started teaching English classes. Lingoways was available to teach Chinese, but now they teach English lessons online. So it's a great opportunity to get into and teach kids at Lingoways. The next company I want to recommend is Italki. And Italki is good because the commission rate is quite reasonable. It's a 15% commission rate. And basically it's an ESL marketplace where you can advertise your services. It's a great place for getting adults, unlike the other companies that I've just mentioned. This one, you can teach adults. The one thing again I will say is that some teachers think that Italki is oversaturated, and while this could be the case, consider your marketing and how you market yourself. It's all about positioning yourself in the marketplace. There's a never-ending amount of students who want to learn English, okay? So it's all about showcasing your skills and talent and what you can bring and your expertise, maybe your background, your teaching background, or maybe you've worked in business. So just bring all of that together and talk about how the student can benefit or what the student can gain. So I'm actually coming out with an ebook to help you with your copywriting and to help you with your profiles with these kind of platforms, so that you can stand out and, you know, make a good impression and get a student's attention and charge the rates you really deserve. I'll let you know as soon as that ebook comes out, but essentially I see a lot of teachers who have amazing potential and it's not recognized because they don't know how to market themselves. So I'm just trying to help teachers achieve their goals financially while doing the job that they really love to do. So I'll let you know as soon as that's released. But basically Italki, it's a great place to, you know, get in front of as many students and present your services to them while offering you a flexible schedule and where you can teach online and set your own rates. I'll also leave a link with some resources that you can check out. So resources for free where you can look at free worksheets, or free and paid resources that you can look for a curriculum so that you can teach. Next one I want to recommend is Novocade. So Novocade is for native and non-native English teachers. If you have 1 year of experience in teaching or tutoring, you can sign up for Novocade. A degree is required and Tefl certification is required. So Novocade pays the teachers $8 per 25-minute class, and the students are from all over Europe, so that's nice. So they have kids, they teach children, and you can also receive bonuses. From what I know, there's a minimum expected working load of 20 to 40 hours per week. So if you have time, Novocade could be a great option for you. Also, there may be a difference in the pay rate between native and non-native English speakers. That's usually the way, depends where the person is from usually, but that's the current pay for the native English speakers. Boncho is another platform I want to recommend. I actually tried signing up for this myself. I think it was the video side of it. I wanted to make videos, but it turns out I'm terrible at making videos. So I don't know, but I guess you had to make these creative videos and they pay you like $25 for like a 3-minute video or 2-minute or 1-minute video. But yeah, I just wasn't for me. So this is for US and Canadian native speakers, and actually they have one-on-one live classes with North American students from kindergarten to grade 8, and you can actually teach and help them with their homework. The pay is $15 to $25 an hour. 3 years of teaching experience is required and degree is required. Tefl certification is not required for this one. So if you have a few hours in the evening to teach at home, then Bancho could be a good option for you. For Savvy Reading, actually there's a few companies like Savvy Reading, so they actually help students with their reading comprehension and fluency. It's for US tutors, and if you have a degree in education, you can apply to Savvy Reading. So it's a nice job. You help the students in one-on-one or very small groups, and then it's available at nice hours between 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. EST and 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. EST. Now is another company I heard about, and I could have butchered that name, I'm not entirely sure. So native English speakers are preferred. If you have a degree, this could be a good option for you. Tefl certification is not required, so they offer one-on-one and group classes to mainly Korean students of all ages and levels. They say that their teachers are Ivy League, and I think that was the idea of Now at the very beginning. I don't know, it's kind of misleading a little bit because the teachers are not Ivy League, so not all of them anyway. Yeah, you can apply to Now even if you did not go to an Ivy League school, but the pay is great. It starts at $18 an hour, and it can actually go up to $26 per hour in 6 months, and they offer bonuses, and you can also be a substitute teacher and get paid for just being on call. Now might also be a great option for you if you're interested in teaching Korean students. Hello is another company, and it's kind of like a social media platform in one sense, where you can build up a following, and I think there are multiple ways to earn with Hello. They also offer a subscription service where the members could subscribe to the teachers. I'll have to check if that's still running, but at the time, I remember a year ago anyway, that was the case. And it's a marketplace where essentially teachers can host one-on-one or group classes, and they typically take home between $7.20 to $18 per hour after the commission is taken, and it's a place for meeting adults. So if you're a native English speaker and you have some ESL experience and you're available for at least 4 hours per week, Hello could be a good option for you. So there were the companies I just wanted to go over. There are other companies I have on the list like Mentorphone, Booknook, and others. Don't forget as well, I will leave a link in the description, but if you have a mouse, you need, don't do this, try this on a tablet, a mouse, and then a headset, and this is a stand for your laptop, because you want to make sure that you're level with the student and not looking down at them. Also lighting, so you can get some lighting, and then yeah, you're good to go. Honestly, you can teach online. It's possible. There are companies hiring all the time. Make sure to check out Tefl.com and Indeed. Keep looking. It can be a part-time or full-time job. Some people even make it their full-time job, like myself. So if you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe if you want to hear more about teaching online or teaching abroad. Thank you so much for listening, and see you in the next video.